Hi, welcome to Take 5, where we daily consider devotional thoughts from Oswald Chambers' book, My Utmost for His Highest. Today is July 6th, and the title of today's devotional is Vision Becoming Reality. The parched ground shall become a pool, Isaiah 35, verse 7. I was in a wreck in 2012 that almost ended my life. That event began life anew. While in the hospital, unable to use my limbs, I promised God that if He would bring me through this, that I would serve Him again. He has held me to that, but I continue to feel that nothing is happening. I want to be actively preaching and teaching God's Word. I do this daily study presentation, but I hold on to that there should be more. But when? Just the other day, July 3rd, 2019, at around 11 that morning, I wrote down my feelings were purposeless, spinning my wheels, foolish. I suffer from harsh depression. I wrote those words before reading today's study. For all this first half of the year, God has incredibly been using Chambers studies to speak to my needs at just the right time, as I needed it. Today is one of the strongest examples of God speaking to me at just the right time. Dr. Chambers says we always have a vision of something before it actually becomes real to us. When we realize that the vision is real but is not yet real in us, Satan comes to us with his temptations. We are inclined to say that there is no point in even trying to continue. Instead of the vision becoming real to us, we have entered into the valley of humiliation. My friends, I am in that valley. Today's study was meant for me. Chambers continues, God gives us a vision, and then He takes us down to the valley to batter us into the shape of that vision. It is in the valley that so many give up and faint. Every God-given vision will become real if we only will have patience. The idea of giving up has been at the forefront of my mind this week. When I wrote of my feeling of like spinning my wheels, at the same time I thought about writing on my study that I was discontinuing it, perhaps to pick up at a later date. But as of now, I just couldn't keep carrying on. Chambers reminds us that God has enormous amounts of free time. He is never in a hurry, yet we are always in such a frantic hurry. While still in the light of the glory of the vision, we go right out to do things, but the vision is not yet real in us. God has to take us into the valley and put us through fires and floods to batter us into shape until we get to the point where He can trust us with the reality of the vision. God is in no hurry, but I am. All I see is time escaping, racing by while I feel like nothing is being accomplished. But Chambers points out two things: that we must be battered into shape, for all the old must be removed, and secondly, God must get us to a point where He can trust us with the vision, with His vision. This is likely true for me because I still hold on to what my vision looks like, which may not be what resembles God's ideas and plans. But OC assures us ever since God gave us the vision, He has been at work. He is getting us into the shape of the goal He has for us. There has not been a wasted moment in all of this shaping time in me, for God doesn't take time to waste time. And yet, Chambers continues, over and over again we try to escape from the sculptor's hands in an effort to batter ourselves into the shape of our own goal. God told Isaiah, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, nor are your ways my ways," Isaiah 55, verse 8. We must seek for God's ways and not our own. OC assures that the vision that God has given me is for the here and now, and then closes with these words of encouragement. Allow the potter to put you on his wheel and whirl you around as he desires. Then, as surely as God is God and you are you, you will turn out in the exact likeness of the vision, but don't lose heart in the process. If you have ever had a vision from God, you may try as you will to be satisfied on a lower level, but God will never allow it. And this closing sentence echoed what I have been tempted to do, to be content at a lower level, to give up any type of vision from God as perhaps not being from Him. But who simply of their own has visions and aspirations of doing things for God if they are not from Him? His thoughts are not ours, but they are His. As God gives you visions of His plans for your life, hold on and let Him accomplish it in His time. Thanks for being here today. If you haven't yet read today's devotional from Dr. Chambers' book, I encourage you to do so, for it will enhance the time that we spend together. And now may God's grace and peace be ours as we seek to live our utmost for His highest. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks now. Bye.